Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with a review of the Transformers BotBots Series 1 Toilet Troop. Yes, these are all BotBots based on things you would find in the bathroom. Well, most of them. We do have Frohawk the graffiti can, who I guess is there for bathroom graffiti in more public restrooms. But we do have toilet paper, shampoo, soap, all that good stuff. We got Frohawk, King Toots, Nobo, Poosham, Sgt ScrubbaDub, Stinkosaurus Rex, and Sudsbeard. And before we go to actually look at them individually, a few quick size comparisons. Here they are next to Battle Masters and Micromasters, a tiny turbo changer, a current Deluxe class and Voyager class figure, and a not so current Legends class figure. So now let's look at them individually, starting with Frohawk, the paint spray can in the toilet troop. She really is a very daring graffiti artist, getting into very high places, especially places she probably shouldn't be able to reach, and graffitiing them with her mark. Also, her face is just open. It's just there. That's her face. That's her face in robot mode. The instructions for this say that this top should be able to slide down to cover that at least somewhat, but it doesn't do that. And on the newest version of this mold that came out in Series 2, that step is no longer in the instructions. So potentially that was a planned step, but then was neutered. So that's a tad unfortunate. But there's still some very nice spray, like paint markings on the can, which is nice. And even on top, if you can see, there's even a little indentation for like where the paint would come out. So you'd shake it like this, and then you could press down and the paint would come out this side. Though granted, it's also on this side, so either way. Maybe it comes out both ways at the same time. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, there's Frohawk, and then everything else is black. And to transform Frohawk, you're going to just slide the bottoms out, pull her arms out, and then flip that down, revealing her mohawk, which is why she is Frohawk. And there she is in robot mode. Not much else to look at, because except for the nice pink Frohawk, which kind of, along with like her basically shield arms, kind of makes her like a Roman centurion almost, in terms of some design aspects, which is weird. She does have arm articulation, arms able to bend that far forward, that far back. Are they on a ball joint? Yeah, it seems like they're on a ball joint, but you don't get much in terms of other directions besides rotation. You get a little more if you rotate them, but not too much. And then the feet just go in and out. Neat design. Unfortunate because the instructions lied to me and everyone about how Frohawk transforms. But she's a cool character, at least. Up next we have King Toots instead of King Tut, who is basically a toilet paper mummy that loves pulling pranks and scaring people. As you can see, he's got nice details on the whole of his body with Autobot patterning on it. So he's another branded product. The top has the roll, the bottom kind of does, but like it's mostly the feet hiding underneath there. And you can definitely do that and have him be over, or if you're one of those under people with your toilet paper, you can place him like this and he can be a under roll of toilet paper. But to transform him, what you're going to do is you're going to flip the feet down. I'm going to pull this bit down, revealing some guts. Pull his arms out to the side. Pull them out to the side. And, open these panels up. And that's what the instructions say, but since these bits are on ball joints, I like to rotate them back to make it a bit look more like he's a mummy with toilet paper like hanging off of him. And there is King Toots in robot mode. He's a little cutie. He's got a lot of blue showing up once he transforms to robot mode. A little bit of silver paint there. He's only got eyes. Presumably his mouth is covered by the toilet paper still. He's got a bit of blue on those arms there as well. His arms do rotate. You can actually get a full 360 out of them if you move these out of the way. And these are on ball joints, so you got a lot of posing options for the toilet paper on his head. So he is quite cool and has a great name, King Toots. I love it. Sorry for the interruption. I got a phone call. But moving on to Nobo. He is basically a bloodhound that sniffs out bad scents. And he can take care of them because he is a stick of deodorant, one that seems to be modeled off the Secret brand. You got the white top with the deodorant, a predominantly light blue body, a little darker blue for the spinny thingy to keep the deodorant, to make the deodorant grow up, and a small stripe of pink at the bottom. And then the back's just solid blue. Well, solid because, quote unquote, because there's the legs, gaping out if there. But to transform Nobo, you're gonna flip down the legs. An interesting detail is, if you can see inside there is a vaguely Autobot-ish shape. It's not, doesn't have the right details, but like there's the corners that go out, and then there's even the jaw bottom, which is neat. And then for the rest of the transformation, we're gonna pull these arms out like so. Actually, you know what? That's wrong. Because what we first need to do is flip these panels out, and then we can move these arms out to the side. And there's Nobo in robot mode, and he looks so mad. He's so mad. I know he's a bloodhound, but still, those are the most evil eyes I think any of the BotBots have. Just to be honest. These back bits, they're all on ball joints, so you can put them in different places if you don't want them just hanging off. I do kind of like pulling them up and kind of covering the deodorant stick a little bit. I just think that looks good to me. He does have a blue mouth play in the angry red eyes, as I mentioned. A little bit more pink comes out on the wrists, and a little bit of white on the hands and on his toes. And for articulation, I mentioned those are on ball joints, and the hands are also on ball joints. Well, the arms, I should say, so you can get them to go up and down, forward, back. You can't do, and you can, I guess, rotate them a full 360, but that's not like what you normally get out of arm rotation at the shoulder. But hey, it's certainly something. Then there's Nobo. Up next, we have Poosham, who basically does two things. He either looks at himself in the mirror, styling his already perfect hair, or giving other bots makeovers by giving them bubble mohawks. That's basically what he does. He's a white shampoo bottle. He's got a bit of water and bubbles on the front, and blue stripes on the bottom, and a blue lid. He's even got some like molding on the sides for like the grips that some like shampoo bottles have to have have a better grip while in the shower. And the back's just white. He hides pretty well, just a little bit on the bottom and then panel lines, of course. To transform Poosham, we're gonna take these panels, we're gonna pull them out, fold them down, pull them out, fold them down, rotate his head 180, pull out the arms, pull out the arms, flip the feet out, and there is Poosham in robot mode. And these back panels, you can do whatever you want. I kind of like leaving them up at an angle because I think it's intentional that it's supposed to be kind of like angel wings, kind of. That's because of how like they're not really angel wings, but like they're kind of shaped like you could put them up as like wings of an angel or fairy or something. But Poosham here is really adorable. Look at that blue face with that happy grin and those rosy cheeks. Yeah, and besides that, got his little arms with the blue on the inside and little blue toes. Articulation wise, he does have a head rotation. The other day I said I think someone else was the only one with head articulation, but Poosham does too. I forget who I said it was, but there's not a common articulation joint for sure. And the arms are able to rotate. If you get these out of the way, you can do a full 360. And these just go up and down. They're not on ball joints. They're just basically hinges, I guess. And then the feet are one thing. But that's Poosham. He's quite adorable. Quite adorable. If I can get him to stand. He's one of the ones that ends up being a pain. I don't know why. Sometimes pulling the wings down helps a bit for some reason. Nope. Nope, it doesn't. Come on. Stand, please. Why don't you want to stand? I said such nice things about you. Okay, fine. You get to lay down. But those will probably look bad on camera, and you know how you care about your appearance. Whatever. Next up, we have Sgt ScrubbaDub, the sergeant that leads the war against filth and grime and turns into another Autobot branded soap. Another Autobot branded product. This time, a soap bar with some bubbles go on, so you can scrub here, scrub there. And the top is nice and clean. The bottom, it's just him. He's just hiding underneath. Not a good transformation per se. But the detailing on the especially for the bubbles is nice. But to transform, Sgt ScrubbaDub, lift up his back like so, and then we'll just pull the arms out, and then you're gonna be done. Yay, Sgt ScrubbaDub is done. He's got a light blue straight visor with a grin, cheeky grin. Quite a bit of color details like red and these little bits up here. And he's got a little bit of that white on the toes and on the arms. Arms can rotate, but they can't do a full... No, they can if you stretch them out enough and properly. You can get a full 360 out of them. Very simple. Simple. He's just simple. Tis all. There we go. Now you stand. Poosham, look at your friends. They're standing. Why can't you? Up next, we have Stinkosaurus Rex, who is the guard for the toilet of the bathroom and will alert the others to danger. But due to the fact he ends up watching from the toilet, his leaves absorb the stink and he ends up being very, very stinky. But he is a very nice potted plant. Nice brown, pot and a nice green top and a little bit of brown soil going on there. Nice detail on the plant matter. It's great. Transformation, actually pretty simple. We're going to flip this up and we're just going to flip his whole head up. This rotates down automatically and then you bring the arms down and there you have Stinkosaurus Rex in his robot mode. And he's got nice bits of green on top of his head. Nice blue eyes, white toothy mouth. Very, very circular teeth. Probably wouldn't be good for like eating meat as a Tyrannosaurus Rex would probably be ought to do. But you know, he's a plant one, so he's probably more of a vegetarian, or I forget what the appropriate. Is it omnivore? No, I think omnivore. I forget. Anyway, this will probably correct me at some point. But articulation-wise, the arms can move up and down like so, and that's pretty much it. But that's a cool transform. I like it. I do very much like it. There's Stinkosaurus. And last but not least, Sudsbeard, the pirate-themed soap dispenser. He just, stereotypical pirate, yo-ho, fiddle-dee-dee. Walking the plank, sailing around the 7 sinks, all that jazz. Nice soap bottle, predominantly red, white top, and a little bit of his pirate shirt sticking out. As for transformation, turn him on the side. I'm going to lift his top, like so. We're going to pull the arm out. This arm is always tricky to get. There we go. You just bend that down because that becomes his hook hand. And then you flip his legs down. And he's even got a wooden peg leg. That's just great. And as you can see on the face, he's even got an eye patch. Nice blue eye. Nice cheeky grin. The belt and the rest of the chest is still there. But that I didn't really talk about that in detail. And that looks really good. It really brings the pirate look together. And I love how the shape does really work for like being a pirate hat, more so from the front than the sides, but articulation. These are both able to rotate a full 360 degrees. And that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, mine is a bit loose and the head does like to sink and he does like to fall back on his own legs a little bit, which is unfortunate, but I still really enjoy Sudsbeard. If I can get you to stand, you have to put you elsewhere. I know I managed to get you to stand for some photos before. Okay, I couldn't get Poosham to stand up normally, so he's going to stand on his head for the round of size comparisons. Here they are next to some Battle Masters and Micromasters, a tiny Turbo Changer, a current Deluxe class and Voyager class figure, a not so current Legends class figure, and the channel's mascots Soundwave and Wheeljack. They're a good group. They're a good concept. There's some definite winners in here and a couple of definite losers, unfortunately. But they're quite a fun. As with all the BotBots, they're quite a bit of fun. If you want to collect them all, check out my Series 1 collector's guide in the description down below in the most convenient way possible if you are trying to get them all. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426. Also, if you want to help support the channel, I have a Ko-fi link down in the description down below. Also, be sure to check out my gaming channel with Alyssa, aka The Rational Dove. It is RDSJ Gaming. We are currently playing through Pokemon Coliseum. Link for that also in the description down below. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.